Hey, I was just checking my purchase. Okay, I'm gonna finish the video I started making with the Kia running and everything, but the headlight problem all of a sudden, and I got it all going, and I'm dog tired. I took a shower, letting my phone charge because it was taking a dump. It's like 8:50. Now let's see if I can make any sense out of this. Well, I can't flip it. You're just gonna have to watch me this way, I guess. I said I worked on the Kia Friday after work is when I made that last video with the motor hanger and everything, and I worked on it till midnight. I gotta talk fast because my phone's probably gonna want to die on me, and my video is gonna take a shit. I gotta shorten my phone and the USB for some reason. Okay. I talk too fast. Okay, you saw where I fell down last weekend. This is the new weekend. Didn't fall down, didn't get smashed, nothing. Got the fucking car done. But worked on it Friday night until midnight. After I made that video, I got all the seals and everything put into the transmission, all cleaned up, everything, and the seal in the motor, pulled the file off. About 1 in the morning, I took a shower and crawled in bed. Got up 8 Saturday morning. Installed the transmission. And I asked God, my angels. I felt okay. I was, tired yet, but I felt okay. And underneath, laying upside down, and only me, I asked God, my angels, help me guide this thing back in. I watched when we took it out, and you kept me safe. I never got hardly even a cut doing all this stuff on the Kia. So take care of me and protect me. And I need your help. I don't have anyone to help me. So if you can show me and help me the way to get it took me like almost 2 hours to get that transmission out. No kidding. God, my angels, help me. Never got no pinched fingers. Never got nothing. My jack stand thing that they helped me make to jack it up, that wooden plate, and tie it down, and then my adjustable on top that they said, hey, do this so you can move. Okay, they showed me all that. I'm a super engineering, but they go, yeah, just look, figure it out. Okay, they helped me do that. I got that transmission up from the ground, already done, and the seals in. I had that transmission up and bolted in 1 hour and 15 minutes of moving very slow and checking every side with what light I could get, and boom. And then once I had it all bolted together correctly, I said it took longer than that to take it out, and you just pull the bolts. It's impossible unless they were helping me. Okay, God, my angels help show me the way, and I was drug out half-assed already, but got it all done. And then it only took me 8 hours to get the whole car together. And I got it all together. And then filled up with oil and everything. Saturday. By Saturday evening at 9 o'clock, I went and road tested. And it was all good. And then while I was road testing the car, I lost all my brakes. Just going around like a mile section, checking everything out, lost my brakes. Blew a brake line. Ooh, great. So then crawl back in, do that Saturday night. In the evening, it was like 8. Replaced some brake lines that were rusted through on the rim. Like, man, that's all I need. What are you doing? Well, you already got it in your garage and all your tools out. We're going to let you see what's going to blow up next now instead of waiting until you're going to work. Okay. I happen to have enough brake line and connectors. I had to put in new brake lines and everything. By 1 a.m., it was on the road running correctly. Except I never budged a brake. So I'm like, okay, I had the whole car going. 1 a.m. this morning. Brakes are, but never bought them. So I'm like, okay, it's Sunday. I'm going to go take Sunday and chill. Just bleed the brakes. Go rerun it again. Put on 100 miles and everything's cool. Yeah. No, God and the angels are throwing shit at me more. I got up at 9:30. Like, okay, I'll chill. I don't even have to fire up the word burner to bleed the brake. Self-bleed them, I know a trick. But then I'm like, I remembered when I went to bed the night before, I very rarely turned on my furnace yet to save the propane. But I turned on the furnace like 1 in the morning and then went in the bathroom, which is over here. If I can unplug it, I'll show you. And then the furnace went cycling, and it's been acting a little goofy, but it's been working. Just my regular furnace. And it went boo, 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 click, click, and then brr, 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 click, click, and brr, 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 click, click. And I still had this going. One of them little heaters. Oh, shit. I'm unplugged now. My electricity's going to die back because I got it back connected. Let's see if I can hook that back in. Deal with me, all right? This is reality. This is take 5 cuts and fucking make bullshit. There's a heater I've been using and one in there, and it's been all right because it only got down to like 19 last night and then warmed up. Okay. Furnace wouldn't turn on. It's cycle, cycle, click. Now here's the kicker. I'm going to unplug my phone and show you God and the angels ain't letting me have no free time off. Okay? They're throwing everything at me. Okay, here's what happened after that this morning. All I need to do is bleed the brakes. All right, yeah. Poof, no furnace. Okay, here's my furnace. All right, now I'm unplugged from the wire. I only got 20% on my phone, so let's see if I can show you quick. Furnace would turn on, electronic furnace. Let me get out of the light. I'm not turning the light on or I'm dead. All right. This is an 88% efficient furnace. If you go over 90%, they look a lot different. Electronic fire ignition. Right in here's the gas. It goes through all kinds of neat stuff. I know how to work it all. I have all the parts. It wouldn't light. It'll turn on. I'll show you quick if I don't run out of time. When you turn on the heat, which I'll do, this is a draft inducing fan, which just makes the draft come out, and then it checks for low pressure to make sure the draft going out so you don't fill the whole furnace full of gas if it don't light. So it's always going to get sucked out the top because I'm using propane. Natural gas goes up naturally. Propane sets down. It'll blow up. That's the only bad thing about propane. Propane's heavier than air. Natural gas will automatically go up and dissipate through whatever. Propane won't. So this turns on, it goes, spins, causes a draft. Then the computer up here senses there's a draft in a pressure sensor up in here. And then it senses there's a draft being caused, then it will go and the computer will hit an igniter like this that turns on. It's electronic. It's right by where the flame comes out. It will send voltage, 120 volts of an igniter, and supposedly these will get hot at basically 1900 degrees, not even a spark, 1900 degrees, and light the gas as it shoots out 6 seconds later, and then after another 4 seconds, the computer turns this off. And if it doesn't light, it'll cycle 2 more times and try to do that, but it's all safety so you don't blow your house up. Wouldn't light, it'd go vrr, 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 click, click, boom, shut off. And then after like second or third time it locks out, and there's your electronic computer box. Every computer box on a furnace that's electronic will have an LED light, and mine's right under here. And it was flashing 3 red light, 3 stop for like 5 seconds, 3. There's a code, so I had to look up the code because it wouldn't lighten. Yeah, well, it was failure to ignite or overheat on ignite, and it wasn't safe, and it might blow up. Well, I had to look up the code. So yeah, that's what I did from like 9:30 this morning until noon. I got all the parts. This piece of shit, has been replaced by Johnson Heating and AC, 15 years ago, but man, they butchered everything inside. So to replace this igniter, the fire shoots through a tube out here into a plate, okay? This is the control that shoots the gas out in a big tube with all kinds of vents, hits a steel plate, and then this is already supposedly blatantly red hot and lights the gas. And you can look in a little hole in there, but it's not on fire right now, and it wouldn't light. So then I unplugged it, shut everything off, checked to see if I cut the wires off to get it out easier, because they had it all clusterfuck. Johnson, that's why I do my own work. Should have took me 2 hours to replace it with the part I had, which is a better round one, a silicone nitride one. Yeah, this is the older school. But no, it was so clutch. I had to cut all this shit off just to make everything right that they screwed up. The professionals! On a Sunday when I was out in the truck and wife said, Jenny was the wife then, said, oh, they turned on. Well, get the heating guys. What a mess. It hit me like $350 then for all the labor and all the shit, and they cluster fucked the piss out of it. And they used cheapest shit they had instead of the newer updated stuff. That was, like this is junk 15 years ago. But they did get it going. Oh, it's nice and neat and all perfect now. But now I'll show you how it clicks. You can tell. But I used a meter on the wires. That igniter goes through here. There's an igniter around one now that goes up right in front of a tube, right in front of where the fire shoots out with a steel plate. And when that gas kicks out, the minute it notices this is supposedly hot, okay, but it's not, it's a round one now, a better one. It gets hot, and then it'll go click and kick the gas, and it should ignite within 2 seconds. If it don't, and it don't find heat or know it's ignited, and this has got an infrared sensor, some got a temp sensor. This has an infrared sensor. If it don't sense a fire, in 2 seconds, it shuts the whole thing down. Boom. So you don't blow up and you're not filling the whole thing full of frickin' propane, because it hangs here. It ain't going out the pipe. They're all made that way. But yeah, now watch. I'm going to go turn the furnace on. I've been keeping shit closed. I'm going to turn up the heat and see if I can run back quick enough where you can hear it cycle through everything. You can hear it click, 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 poof, and it's not going to fail now, but we're going to turn up the heat like a big dog. Now we're going to run back here. Click. There's the induction. That's the induction motor causing a draft. Making sure it's sucking air out, okay? It's sucking air out of this, all the way around this firebox. It's making a draft. If there's wind blowing or something, and propane, natural gas will kind of go up, but not very good if there's wind. So that's spinning. Now listen for a click. Hear that? Now time it. That was the heater turning on. See that little red pucker in there? That's the heater. Now watch when it kicks on the gas. Bang. Woohoo! Now if you know what you're doing, you watch that gas turn on, and if you see where, there it is. That's what it's supposed to do. But see, that heater inside there, electric heater, wasn't heating. It was broken. It burned through. So it didn't spot the heat and the fire, and automatically shut it down. And it tries it twice, and it kills everything so you don't blow your house up. And then it was flashing the code right down here. 3 flashes with a red LED. And this is 1995. They're all pretty much the same. You get to a 90%. I said this is 88%. But yeah, check it out. You could see the red. Now she's lit, and we're going. And no poof. The way they had this fucking burner where that igniter was set, every time it did ignite, it ignited, but it was at the wrong angle in the wrong place. They lost screws. I had to rebend it. You would always hear a poof when you lit it, when it lit. I'm like, I don't remember if it did that or not, so I didn't worry. I never blew the furnace apart. But the igniter was not in the correct area for the gas flow to ignite it right away. It was cocked off and all bent and shit. And that was the original size they used, and they still bent the fuck everything and fucked everything up just doing it, and the wiring was foobarred. But that's how it works. When you don't hear a poof and it lights, there you go. You like that? So I did that. That took me 4 hours. Should have took me 2 hours to replace it, because you got to take all this box work out and all the wiring off to get it out. And then I spent 2 hours, 2 fucking hours redoing the fuck up they had from professional heating system guys. I'm about ready to put an ad just on the fucking radio and say I can do mechanic work and HVAC, AC work, which I know how to work on AC units, home air conditioning, all that. Yeah, and then after it gets hot, then the big blower turns on. And that's what's moving the air. The big blower won't turn on until the fire's been on and it hits a certain temp, because it ain't going to turn on right away once that light, or else you're blowing cold air all the way through your house for 20 seconds. There you go. That's how it all works. First you get S for heat. This thing doesn't do nothing yet, leaves the gas off. Once that thermostat, you hear it, and it goes, I want heat. Well, then it turns on this motor with a fan in that goes to draw air out, make sure there's a draft in case the gas don't light. Then after about 30 seconds, it will kick the lighter on, the one that got red hot you saw, that's working, and it'll give in about 10-15 seconds, and then it kicks the gas on. And then it lights, and then the infrared sensor sees the heat, and then it leaves it on. If it doesn't light, it shuts everything off after 2 tries. And that fan will, there's a red light in it. It's cool. Yeah, I had to do that. So I just got the test drive done. On the Kia tonight. I got a bed motor mount, like I told you. Now I got a headlight wiring problem, but it's all good, and I'm tired as hell. And the God and the angels, I was like, woo, maybe I'll be able to take the afternoon from noon and have everything. No, throw it at you. But how do you know when to quit? You don't quit until you push yourself, okay? How do you survive COVID? How do you survive anything like this? Vehicles down, working on it, giving it all I got, and taking time, and then get whacked, but so I couldn't work on it. And then, but I have parts around for this. I'm smart. I know what furnaces I got, and I know what parts fail. And I got one right here. Cool breeze on a Sunday. Fixed it. Think ahead and push yourself, though. Okay? You got to push yourself to where it's uncomfortable. You want to see tomorrow. How do you beat evil crap and stuff that's making you sick, or shit's going wrong and making you all depressed and losing your mind? Push yourself. Push yourself to your limit and refuse to freaking lose, okay? And then, okay, most people pushing the limit, the government, fuck it. Telling the truth, the government, lazy-ass motherfuckers, the biggest thing they've ever done to push themselves is get their ass out of their chair and go find their fucking remote to change the channel because the kid ain't at home because they're in school while they're sitting there with a pound of butter in one hand and a box of chocolate in the other and a bag of Fritos in their fucking lap. And they gotta get up their fat ass to find a remote that's farther than the TV. So then they go fucking to the TV and leave the remote and wait till the kid comes home to give them the remote, and they go right back on their fat ass. That's pushing them. Now, you push your ass till you can't take it, and it's very uncomfortable, but you know you're not losing it. Once you start losing, you stop. But you lose it, chill a little bit, and uncomfortable. Oh, pushing yourself to every fucking piece of shit lazy human now is push yourself till it's uncomfortable. No, you push yourself to your fucking breaking point, and you better know it. And then you chill a little, because the universe, the reality, is not going to stop when you're uncomfortable. It's going to keep hitting you and hitting you and hitting you harder and harder. You have to learn to adapt to it and push yourself and believe in yourself and push your limits. Yeah, just, lazy ass fuckers always lose. Have a beer. Oh, Budweiser Christmas one. What is it? Horse. A dude holding the horse. There you go. All right. Merry Christmas coming up. Pushing yourself is not getting up an hour early, staying up 20 minutes late, going without dinner. Pushing yourself is pushing yourself till you're uncomfortable. And then, if you don't have underlying conditions, you push your ass some more. Keep going till it sucks and it's painful. But don't kill yourself. And that's how you beat all this evil shit. Pushing yourself is getting your ass out of this fucking chair, going, oh shit, where's my remote? Oh, it's right there, but it ain't working. I gotta get up and hit the buttons on the TV. Oh fuck, oh shit. I'll just go grab my Funyuns and shit again, and I'll get my Funyuns and my coffee and my chocolate, which I got a chocolate bunny. I'll get my chocolate bunny, and I'm gonna go plant my fucking lazy ass right back in my chair with all that. And I guess I fucking set the one channel on the TV, and that's where I'm gonna sit until the kids come home from school to fucking hand me the remote. Lazy ass fucks. You have to push yourself. The meek will inherit the earth, but there'll be nothing left if any meek make it. The strong will destroy it. You gotta be in the middle, man. You gotta know your limit of your own body and shit. But it's uncomfortable is not your limit. When it's uncomfortable, that means you're getting there. When it gets really painful and sucks, and then maybe it's time to stop and chill a little bit. God and angels ain't gave me no time off, except letting me sleep with COVID and shit. Now I'm done with COVID. I'm negative, but it's still dragging out. I lost 9 pounds, and I'm pushing myself. And finally I get to sleep, and I'm busting my butt to my limit where I'm safe working on vehicles alone with shit over my head. And you see my other video. Don't push it, but push your limit and know your limits, and then try to make it better. And then, I was gonna have an easy day today. Well, guess what? God in the end said, well, if you want your furnace to work, you got to change your whole AO, and you're not going to be done by noon and just go for a little cruise and bleed your break. Now you got to fix your fucking furnace. Okay, I did. And drugged me out, and I took a nap for 2 hours this afternoon, and then went for the test drive after I had the brakes fixed, and I'm doing good. And I still ain't had supper, so I'm probably going to nuke. Instead of bacon-lettuce tomato sandwiches with cheese, I'm probably going to nuke some Pizza Hut pasta I got from last week. And then I'm going to go to bed, because I got to work tomorrow. And I'm dragging ass. But there you go, man. If it didn't shut this off yet, I'm going to shut it off now. Peace. Love, have a heart. Oh, my arms hurt so bad. Have a heart, have a heart. You don't quit, man. You how do you beat evil? You push yourself to the limit. But being a fat lazy ass or not even lazy ass motherfucker. Oh, this is uncomfortable, and I'm gonna go to get psychiatric help because somebody said something bad and it made it hurt my. You want to hurt your feelings? Yeah. See what your body hurts like when it's time to survive. When the universe and the evil fuckers are coming to take you out. Diseases, shit. Coming to take you out. You'll find your limit. You push yourself to be the best you can, not to be half-assed, okay? Half-assed is fine. Fuck, I'm getting by. I got all this government money, heating assistance and shit coming in, and food stamps, and got my cable TV and heat, and I'm rocking, and I got all kinds of chocolate and butter and stuff. Well, that ain't getting you nowhere. It's fine if you have all that. I'm not dogging anybody for applying for that. And I've had food stamps before for like 2 months. But yeah, just get out and move and do stuff. While you got that, that means you can actually work on yourself instead of letting yourself go by the wayside. Okay? You'll get it. Now, you get what you put into your own body and your own life, all right? I smoke. I drink beer. I work way too many hours, but I have to sleep when I have to, and that I worked average for money, just for fucking money, because I had a wife, and that's the way it was supposed to be. Worked over 110 hours a week for fucking 15 years, almost 20 years of my life. And like average 3.5 to 4 hours of sleep a night. Now it's kicking my ass. Don't do that, but you have to push yourself. Believe in yourself. Learn what you can do. And if anybody needs a good mechanic or a fixer that can do AC and furnace work, HVAC as they call it, pluming, as they say in French, plumbing, water heaters, electrical, electronics, vehicle stuff. You see, let me know if you need something. If you're around Norfolk, Stanton area, I got time on the side. I ain't going to do nothing for free, but I'll check it out and say, well, okay, here's what I need. And I do it right. Oh, I can't believe that cluster frick mess. But I was gone out in the truck, and the so-called professionals, it took me 2 hours. It should have took me about 2 hours to take it, replace the parts, put it back. It took me 2 hours to fix their fucking mess. That, I don't even know. Lucky it didn't blow up my fucking house. Okay, yeah, and that was Johnson's fucking heating and plumbing or whatever the fuck. Fuck them. Bunny ears -1. No, they suck. If they're still that way, I said that was like 15 years ago. Don't come near them. Wow, that was some shit, nasty fucking crap work. Fuck, unbelievable what fucked up shit they did inside that furnace. And that's life or death. Just like when I work on semis, ran the shop. There's a human and 80,000 pounds running 70 miles an hour down the interstate. Everything I worked on has to be fixed and correct. Because if there's a mistake there, even if that I did, if there's a mistake by that driver, it's going to kill somebody. 80,000 pounds over 8,000, I don't, yeah, if you're unlucky, I had to make sure nothing ever failed. I had to do it correctly and perfectly the first time. Or if somebody ever got killed from something I fixed and fucked up and didn't do it right, I'd just go to sleep and die. And God would let me. I've never had that happen because I don't do shit half-assed. All right? Love you. Take care. If you know anybody who needs shit fixed, maybe I could quit shagging and get my service truck back and do what I do. And keep busy enough. And I'll always undercut the area companies by 20%, and I'll do it right. There you go, because that's just bullshit. They're screwing you because they can. You know, charging $80 15 years ago for a part that cost $23 today, and the crap when they put in was only $10. Yeah, you know what I mean. All right, I love you. There you go. I'll try to link this together and post it. You take care. I'll be back. I'll get the headlight deal figured out, but I'm all good, but I'm tired, and I gotta probably just eat a couple pieces of chopped ham and cheese and make a ham sandwich and go to bed. All right, I love you. Take care. Mwah. Ciao. I will be back. I promise. If God's and the angels let me, I'll be back. Don't be afraid to ask God and the angels for help, and don't sit around. Push yourself. Not to where it's uncomfortable. Push yourself till you feel like you're dying. And that's not probably enough. But do it. Do it. Do it. You know, or sit around, eat Fritos and chocolate and shit, and can't get your fat ass out of a chair like this just to find the fucking remote that far away. You know what I mean. Alright, love y'all. Take care. I will be back. Mwah. God bless y'all. Ciao!